Hopefully this is going to be inspiring you, this beautiful flower, to create your own flowers today on paper plates. So you are going to be creating a flower, and you will eventually cut it out, get it all nice and ready, get it colored in, and then you're going to give it back to me, and I'm going to glue it down onto that long stretch of green, grassy, leafy paper that I hung up in the hallway. All right, let's get started, everybody. Before we begin, let's take a look at some flowers just to get some ideas. But you're going to see that flowers come in all different shapes and all different colors. This is one of my favorites. It's called passion flower. And there's a hibiscus and a morning glory. So you really can make your flower however you want. You can make a beautiful rose if you want. It is completely up to you. Just remember that there's really no right or wrong way to make a flower, and you can make it whatever colors. And this is the paper I was talking about because I made it at home. All right, let's begin. All right, first draw your flower, cut it out. That's what I'm doing right there. And then you're going to use your watercolor paint to add color to your flower. And remember, you can make it whatever color you want. Here's an example of a tulip. So you don't have to use that center part for the center of the flower. And there's both examples side by side. Let's chat about watercolors really fast. So when we're in person, you will either have watercolors that look like this, or you might have something called temper cakes that are big and wide, but you use them the same way. So you dip your brush in the water. You will have a little cup. Just make sure to hold on to your cup. You don't want it to fall and spill. So just try to be careful. We don't want to splash our paintbrush around it and spill the water. So you wet your brush. Sometimes I get a little extra off or off on the side, and then I pick my color, and you have to do something called waking it up with water. So watercolor paint, when it doesn't have water added, it's going to be very dry. It won't get on your brush at all, but when you wake it up with the water, you're going to see that it transfers to your brush and you're able to paint with it. But I don't want to go from one color right to another color, because then all of a sudden your colors will not be bright anymore. So I can use my yellow on my paper, and then if I want to use purple next, I need to wash. It helps to tap it on the bottom of that cup to get all the extra off, and then go to your next color, and then I can get purple and paint purple. All right, so just make sure we're keeping these colors nice and clean, because even though some people think that you would make rainbow by mixing all together, you don't. You get kind of a muddy color that's not very bright anymore. So just make sure in between each color, you clean off that brush in the water, okay? And make sure, remember, we're holding our cups. We don't want to spill them, all right? All right, good job, everybody.